Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this quick, I suppose, channel update video, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So obviously this year has been really interesting for the channel. First and foremost, I've delved into third-party figures, thanks to a lot of you guys for that, to be honest. And although I don't necessarily collect all of the third-party figures that I do review, it's been great to be able to have the opportunity to in fact review them and indeed showcase the figures to you guys, especially as I know that a lot of the people watching this right now do in fact collect third-party figures. So I've had a great year learning that, and as I suppose the purpose of this video again is discussing of where I want to take the channel next year as well, because it's constantly growing, which is great and I love it. And it all, again, it did just start off as a bit of fun. It still is, it's a lot of fun. In fact, it's more fun now than it ever was, and of course it is a channel dedicated for you guys, so all your feedback is massively important. So a couple of the new things that I'm going to definitely be implementing from next year. The first one is it's going to be a short a day. Now the reason for this is, and believe you me, I've tried, but if anybody has one, please send it me now, because I can print it out instead of having all my, I've got it handwritten, which I'm worried it's going to get damaged. Anyhow, I haven't even told you what it is. I intend to do on a daily basis the A to Z of Generation 1 Transformer figures. So that means on New Year's Day or the 2nd, by the time I get around to it, Abominus is the first Transformer from Generation 1 as a figure and as a character. So I intend to go, and it's going to take me 2 years or so, because believe you me, I've been writing them all down. I've got there's over 500 characters just in the Hasbro mainline figures. So by the time I've added all of the what's the word I'm after, all of the Japanese continuity, and try to get them all in alphabetical order, believe you me, as I say, I've searched high and low, I cannot find anywhere an A to Z of Generation 1 Transformers figures and characters. You can find them by year, you can find them by Autobot cars, but not a genuine A to Z. So that's something that I want to do. So the shorts are only going to be 10 seconds long for exactly that reason. I want it to be a resource for people to use, and I want it to be exactly that, a little bit of fun. So although I'm loving doing the shorts, which I am, especially the music ones, piecing them together, having a bit of fun with that, they're going to continue, but I'm also going to hopefully get a short a day done as well. The other reason for this is because of how crazy busy my private life at the moment, I say private life, my home life is, anybody knows I've got 3 kids, etc. So it's a bit nuts. So if I don't get to do a full review of that figure, then at least I've got a short up, and you can, as I say, take part in that. Now this has been really difficult because initially I was going to add variants, I was going to add pre-rub, rub sign, all these different things, and obviously by the time I got to Bumblebee I had about 25 different versions of Bumblebee, and rather than just give you Bumblebee for 25 days, I've decided to just stick with the character names. So as I say, Abominus, Afterburner, etc, etc, etc. When we get to Bumblebee, the only difference will be there'll be a blue one, not a blue one, there will be a yellow one and a red one. I'm not going to do it all the crazy Mexican variants and things like that as well, because again there'd just be too many. So pretty much all the ones that were released mainline, which again it does have its difficulties, because then you get to Japanese continuity, and of course Squeeze Play was Squeeze Play in Hasbro, but he was also called Cancer in Japan. So as I say, what I'll do, if it's exactly the same figure, the mold's the same, I'll put him up as Squeeze Play, but I'll also put in the description that he was also known as Cancer as well. So hopefully that's gonna work. I want your feedback and your comments with regards to that. As I say, the beauty of it is they're only going to be 10 seconds, and it's going to be a long process, and it's took me about 2 months just to write them all down and assemble them in an alphabetical order. So again, if I get them wrong or the order wrong, just let me know, and then I can at least rearrange the playlist so they do go in the correct order. So that's the one idea. The other idea is something that I've discussed previously, but I'm definitely going to start these, maybe do them on Sundays, things like that. And it was, funnily enough, this is where we are going to see variants and things like that. But what I'm looking at doing again is, how can I word it? I suppose just the progression of how a figure has changed. And funnily enough, I've got Bumblebee right here now, so I'll do this differently. I'll do it, as I say, talking like with you guys I am now, and I'll say this was Bumblebee's first toy, which I'm sure we all know. This is the Generation 1 figure, and then don't get me wrong, I haven't got every single Transformers figure ever made, but what I wanted to be able to do is show the continuity and show you how the figures have improved over the years. So of course, with it being Generation 1, the next Bumblebee figure would be this, and then the very next one, funnily enough, because he had 3 versions of himself in Generation 1, would be this. Then the other one, again, I'm not going to show you more, I'm just going to give you an idea. So then of course we go to classic, and then there's loads more in between. But what I would do by the end of the video is get to one of the most latest versions of him, basically just to show you and discuss, you know, the improvements and how much they've changed over, I suppose, the 40 years that they've been making these. So these are things that I'm looking to implement. Everything else is staying the same: the reviews, the news, the unboxings on a Monday, all things like that. But I just want to, again, add a few things, try and make things a little different, and again, be exactly what I wanted to be with you guys. I want to be a resource. I want to be something. I got so many nice messages over Christmas from people saying thanks for putting up these tutorials, thanks for this, etc. So I just, again, want to continue doing things like that. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm really looking forward to getting it started. The beauty of the shorts are they're only 10 seconds. I know I've said that 12 times already, but if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. But if you do want to watch it, you can watch them all and you can get quite a few watched in a couple of minutes. So yeah, looking forward to getting that started. Please let me know your thoughts on this. Take care.